you very much. Today date is 4th of April 2024 and time is 09:36 p.m. See, the report to NSA is very simple and very clear. Whatever has happened in Asola was not never a failure of any operation. It is not a failure of any operation and means it's a bomb. It's a bomb. Nobody knows when, how it will explode. Any division, whether it's tactical, whether it's journals, whether it's elites, nobody knows when, how, by whom it can be get blasted. And when a division is already working there, so it's never be a good to spy them. Like if that day there was a duty of NSG, so and I myself was also working on the same zone. When the NSG was there, how could it possible I could go there and to spy them? No, they have their own way. And we admit that is good. The loss of lives are the part of forces. Yes. If the terrorists challenging us, it's their duty, and to reply them is our duty. Whatever the political statement will be from the podium, we don't consider it very seriously. We know how to work, what to work. Nobody can trust on a bomb when it's installed by anyone. Even in the forces, we also don't trust on a bomb. Very simple. And if the PMO wants to command me, no, he can't. I'm above of his rank. I'm above the SC rank because I have a WMD and I can fire it. And WMD is only in ICJ rank. And Tassar is up to only Supreme Court rank. So if NSA thinking so that PMO is ordering to Hitesh to do such this thing and comes to me and salute me, get out. You don't know to whom you are talking. You don't know what is my power. So I love to say to Mr. NSA, please convey this message to him. The person is sitting in front of you and talking from the camera, from a pocket phone. He's not a small rank. He's carrying WMD with him. If he is walking here, means he is with the capability to fire WMD, weapon of mass destruction. And in retaliation was to after that incident you are moved to remove NSG. It's never our recommendation, but yes, if you like to ask us to join them, we don't have any problem. We can join them, and we are ready to work jointly. What's wrong in it? What's wrong in it? And it is not possible here India to give a power of WMD to your president because they are not carrying ICJ rank. You must be first grab ICJ rank, sir. It's a technicality. You don't have an ICJ license. Yes, you have you have a Supreme Court license. You have a Supreme Court. I'm ready to supply you unlimited nuclear arsenal. I don't have any problem. I want my payment. That's it. What's wrong in it? But yes, we don't trust on your PM. He's sitting inside. He directly admitted he is from Rida. He's a brother of Harkatul Ansar's chief. His brother, he's a brother of Qasim Soleimani, and we know what kind of on pattern they like to work. Whatever is the result because of your democracy, we don't care and we don't consider it. Run your politics. Working inside the bed service is never a baby of politics. You have any limitation, and we don't have any limitation. If he crossed his limit and just to run a parallel operation to secure India, and he's saying he is a nationalist and he's doing and talking to the terrorists very softly, just because he's running a parallel operation and he has a blah blah kind of a document, I should have to consider. I will throw his file. Get out. Get out. That's it. He is taking money clearly from the ISIS and saying it's a part of his secret operation is running to sabotage terrorism. Oh, no. I'm not the person. Yes, we received the same offer from the terrorists, but I love to say use it inside your organization or to social work. That's it. The game was planned by the Jamaatul Dawa. It was not a failure of NSG. I'm not supporting NSG, even not I'm covering them. No. It is reality of the service. NSG was doing their work in their pattern, in their style. Very simply, if they want to upgrade themselves, it is up to them. Simply, that day the only not 2 persons were died. There was a 4 person died. We don't know this. 2 are from the Indian security forces, lost their life, and 2 females were below the bomb inside a pit. But the situation was demanded by related to the call. The step was taken by the NSG was good. Very good. So many persons are in your politics, sir, was continuously working with the terrorists. And they are getting money and using it for their politics, to run their politics. They are recruiting personals from the ISIS. Now, I have a very good information for you if you like it. I can provide you, NSA, Mr. NSA. And it is very simple. ISIS officially joined Pakistani army. Officially joined. You can't deny the Harkatul Ansar chief Ansar Allah was a real brother of Narendra Damodar Das Modi. The Indian judiciary and the Indian belt service must first have to answer this, to investigate this, sir. This is a separate file on your table now. Really. It's on your table. You must have to convey your message to him. We are listening each and every call he is made. We made to terrorists. Now, if you are saying the Ansar Allah was in his practice and Mr. Modi is a Prime Minister, then be a only Prime Minister. Don't try to interrupt above your label. You don't know to whom you are talking. You don't have a guts and you don't have a power. You talk to me. You don't have any right to command me. If I'm talking, stand up. He is taking money from the Pakistan and he announced openly he is with Pakistani army fight against Kashmir. Where we are from the Delta Force in the Indian Army is working together to secure Kashmir. We don't have any kind of separate agenda. If Indian Army is saying Jamaatul Dawa, Hafiz Saeed that is a terrorist, the same is a statement from the Delta Force also. If Indian Army is saying the Al Qaeda is a terrorist organization, the same statement is from Delta Force. If you are saying the ISIS is the enemy of India, the same statement is from Delta Force, United States of America. And I am very proudly announcing our strategy against the terrorism. Zero tolerance. Anytime Indian Army can ask us to be in war against the terrorism. If you, Mr. NSA, is against terrorism, consider us. We are with Indian Army in any war zone to support them. And same also, we like to have a will. Please support us in the fight against terrorism. He is enjoying secret cannibalist parties. He is voicing secretly, very differently, and supporting terrorism. You know, Mr. NSA, to what is the strategy of Pakistan and what could be the strategy in future of Pakistan when they directly demanded ISIS to join them officially? It is fair enough to suspend their belt numbers in entire world. While after the Kandahar hijacking, the release of Hafiz Saeed can be a strategy of Indian government. We don't oppose it, but yes, he directly visited after his release to Pakistan and he hid himself inside the Pakistan, and his official statement of Pakistani politicians that Jamaatul Dawa is their official organization and they are asking China to support Mr. NSA directly, Hafiz Saeed, openly in international platform. And from the international podium, Pakistan opposing the step of United States of America of announcing Hafiz Saeed is an international terrorist. And in same way, the Pakistan and China is working jointly. Whether it's Al Qaeda, whether it's Jamaatul Dawa, whether it's ISIS, all terrorist organization, off-track organizations was against the humanity. They openly joined Pakistani politics. What is the situation inside the Pakistan? Everyone knows it. Now he is hiding himself. He is working with Al Salim since the Gujarat riots. To be in election in Gujarat politics, he loaned himself the 200 crore from the Al Salim, who was a financer of ISIS. We 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 conquer the organization Aman. We conquer the organization of TTP, Haqqani network. And I asked to investigate those company via financial action task force, the international organization and IMF. What is happening? Is there any way to finance those terrorists? Mr. NSA Narendra Damodar Das Modi himself loaned again from the Aman and donated his money to ISIS to fulfill his lust. He accepted his marriage, and he visited so many Pakistan to meet Aqsa Kinjar Jamali in this age. And the agenda was signed by him to get married with that lady was to separate Kashmir from India. This is information for you, Mr. NSA. We are from United States of America Delta Force. And we are ready to fight against the terrorism against in any part of world. We can able to do any such operation like earlier we did for the Al Qaeda's leader Osama bin Laden. We hunt him down. So what's wrong in it? If your Mr. NSA, if your Prime Minister or a President we found involved in terrorism and supporting secretly those organizations to fulfill their lust, you will hunt them down. Very simple. We don't know how much we are blunt. Very simply, Mr. NSA on the what the wireless is are coming. How could he hide himself? We have a clear route. In London meeting, he asked for his 250 billion US dollar for what? Mr. Narendra Modi. How can you hide yourself in case of Asma Shirazi? While Mr. NSA, you are claiming that part is an Indian part, and he kidnapped a lady, Asma Shirazi, and raped continuously for 7 years. And so many of politicians are involved. For what? She was not a spy. To secure her, we manage her job in a Pakistani news channel. Because the investigators are from Pakistan, not from India. It was forwarded by the ICJ. And we must have to follow the orders of ICJ, International Criminal Court of Justice. And lately she joined Aaj Tak news channel. So many news channels are supporting that lady. It's a good for us. And I love to say thanks to them. Hindustan Times, Aaj Tak, Sama TV, your News 24, CNN, Al Jazeera, RT. So many big news channels. Even the Doordarshan also. Whatever was happened was not a failure of NSG. It was a part of duty, sir. I know, na. I know it. But in what way we reply, this is considerable. That day, the Rabi Pirzada, a lady was very much famous to visit Mr. Narendra Damodar Das Modi as his adopted daughter. Yes, we have clear evidences. All is on your table. And that day she was celebrating on the death of those NSG soldiers during the defusing of a bomb. That Rabi Pirzada was there, and she openly claimed it was installed by her. Now where is Rabi Pirzada? Where? I slaughtered her. बिल्कुल 100% I slaughtered Rabi Pirzada. Now your prime minister is saying she was his daughter, just because she was female. You can write it down on a paper. Palwasa Khan, senator from Pakistan, was handling this area, and that on that incident in Pakistani parliament, each and every claimed and clapped for the success of Rabi Pirzada. Even in a Punjab assembly, Maryam Nawaz Sharif was involved to celebrate that day, and even Mr. Modi was also celebrating the death of those NSG soldiers. That day, the Shari Rahman, Palwasa Khan, Meher Tarar, and Hira Rahman Kar, a special military general appointed to kill national security guards. And I myself slaughtered them. Yes. What's wrong in it? They were clapping inside the Pakistani parliament on the death of NSG soldiers, while they all are on the work to save humanity. Whether they have a license to defuse those bombs or not, it was never a subject. But they surrendered their life to secure them. If it was only a drama on a camera, but those two persons lost their life. If you and your prime minister, I'm directly pointing now you on. If you make those drama in a scene to get famed yourself, ready to face the consequences. Everything was designed on a central government's wireless. Meher Tarar was a lady who was supporting and providing devices to terrorist organization, media devices she was supplying to ISIS and Jamaat-ud-Dawa and other terrorist organization. Meher Tarar was that lady. She was used to visit Indian media lobby. Meher Tarar. I slaughtered her by myself. I cut her head. And the same was Palwasa Khan. Same was Palwasa Khan. Palwasa Khan supporting Rabi Pirzada, and the Babu Khan was there from the Jamaat-ud-Dawa who installed those bombs. Yes. They were working here jointly, and the Palwasa Khan and Shari Rahman, senator, president ranks from Pakistan, they directly involve here in India to install very smoothly terrorism in politics with the help of your prime minister. You can't get out yourself from this situation. He himself was in mood to get sympathy, and the Rabi Pirzada's Fidain Hamlavar photograph was designed by Mr. Modi himself to get fame. He was again and again in practice to pressurize Indian security forces, and that is the terrorist may attack on him. It was an advertisement. It was a publicity stunt by the Mr. Modi, and it was completely designed by the an Aman cell, the Saudi Arabia's terrorist organization. Whatsoever if you have a 40 crore Muslims in your nation, We don't care. Madhvi Agarwal, Rabi Pirzada, Apurva Singh, these all famous females are involved in terrorism. So many Pakistani politicians and the spies, you all are inviting them to fight election here in India. You must have to answer this. You must have to answer this. He is promoting himself as a Hindu while he is a Jewish Muslim. Mr. Narendra Modi is a Jewish Muslim. He is promoting himself here as a Hindu and he is hurting the sentiments of Hindu. And in the uniform of Hindu, like Mr. Aditya Yogi Nath, in the uniform of Hindu, these Jewish Muslims are spreading terrorism here in India. He is also from a Juda organization, Justice and the Dawood Atrocities, the organization of Dawood Ibrahim. Don't try to cover your stupid Prime Minister. We are respecting Indian democracy, that's why he is alive. Otherwise, it's a very, very easy for us to hunt him down, like we earlier did with Osama bin Laden. It's not a big deal for us. He ordered to kill Barack Hussein Obama very silently. Why? Why? It's a photographic evidence. See this. Now you are in a big trouble, Mr. NSA. Don't try to cover his tenure. In intelligence, he ordered to kill Barack Hussein Obama. Reply me, Mr. NSA. He is